let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. We got Donald Trump absolutely humiliating this governor. Now, this governor thought that she could stand up to Donald Trump, and she gave it a good old try, but we'll see what it all leads to. But this is just epic moment, two epic moments by Donald Trump. Here's the first one. I'll play the second one after.
I heard men are still playing in Maine. Is anybody here from Maine? Who is that? Is that the governor? Well, I hate to tell you this, but we're not going to give them any federal money. They are still saying we want men to play in women's sports, and I cannot believe that they're doing that. They are, I'd love to find out who that guy is that raised his hand. Maybe he's just kidding. But, so we're not going to give him any federal funding, none whatsoever, until they clean that up. And I heard men are still playing in Maine. Is anybody here from Maine? Who is
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Donald Trump's like, somebody go and see if that guy's serious. Now, this is Governor Janet Mills. Completely understand the a little bit of a misunderstanding that Trump's having there, you know. Said go check who that guy is over there. I'm not saying anything one way or the other. I'm just saying I understand my president. I understand where he's coming from, where he's someone go see if that guy who put up his hand, Michael Malice, actually posted this. He said, I'm so confused on why Maine's governor, Janet Mills, is so insistent on biological males being allowed to play women's sports. Any ideas as to why? Hey, we don't support those kind of jokes. Okay? No, we don't. We laugh. Oh, we laugh. Oh, we laugh because we get it, but I can't condone it. It's a handsome lady. That's a handsome lady. Let's move on to the next interaction that Trump and this governor have.
signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. I hope you continue because you'll never win another race. And it's just crazy. If you look at what happened with the boxing, if you look at what happened with the weightlifting numbers, where a record that hadn't been broken for 19 years got shattered. But, they put up an eighth of an ounce here, an eighth of an ounce there, and it's 218 pounds or whatever, a lot. And hadn't been broken in 19 years. And then a guy walks up who transitioned. He transitioned. And he knocked out that record by about 100 pounds. That would be a record not going to be broken again in a long. So we put a ban on it, and to protect women. I mean, the women. If you watch the Olympics, you had two transitioned people that were fighting in the women's boxing. They have women's boxing category, and if you saw that, it was brutal. What happened to the Italian woman was a really good boxer. After one punch, she said, no more. I've never been hit. It was a left. It was not even it was just a left jab. She got hit so hard, she said, I can't do it. They forced her to go out. No, go out again. You'll do it. Goes out again, gets hit again. No, that's it. She didn't want to die. And it's crazy, but the NCAA has complied immediately, by the way. That's good. But I understand Maine. Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Not here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state has a responsibility to comply with Title IX. They have an obligation, a legal obligation. And we'll be enforcing aggressively, and we're going to be protecting our citizens. We're going to protect.
Guy walks up. A guy, very big guy. I mean, have you seen Conan before? Has anyone seen Conan? It was like Conan, long hair, says he's a lady. Picks up the barbell, more weight than any woman's ever seen. Could have put 2 women on the bar as well. Picks it up, no problem. These women can't handle that. And it's so true. Dudes who are just looking for a laugh are just like, I can deadlift 400 pounds. They're just like, oh, world record. Oh, world record. They're doing it no problem. This is crazy. I might go and shatter some world. I can deadlift 550. I might go in there and just shatter some stuff. You know, Colin. Coach Colin has just arrived. I'm going to Maine. I'm going to Maine, guys. Coach Colin has arrived. About to take up the deadlift there. Oh, man. Just me in a Speedo. Just me, tinfoil Speedo. That's it. Tinfoil Speedo. I might do a wig. I might not. Doesn't really matter in Maine. Who cares? Might do a wig for fun, you know? Just, yeah. Shatters the record. He's still lifting, apparently. Some guy just walks in there, just thinks it's a gym, just does a casual warm-up deadlift. World record. New person just came in. World record. What's your name, ma'am? My name's Richard. What's going on here? You're the new world record holder. This is what Maine does. It's such a gangster moment though. Trump's just like, I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court. That's it. And that's actually what the governor said. The governor's like, I will see you in court. And obviously, I myself think Trump's going to win that pretty easy. I mean, here's the thing: executive orders, and if you don't know the backstory, the executive order that Trump signed was banning men from women's sports. So it doesn't matter if you're just some dude who identifies. You don't just get to enter into women's sports. You don't get to do that anymore. He signed that executive order. A lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of young girls, very happy. A lot of parents of girls who are in sports. Riley Gaines, perfect example in swimming, and everybody's really happy about it. And the thing about it is an executive order is not a law, but it is a directive from the federal government, and it is very influential. Your president signs an executive order. Even though it's not completely signed into law as a permanent law, you do take that directive as this is what the federal government has put in place now. And that's what every state has done, except for Maine. So you got to understand, when California falls in line, you got to just relax. You know what I mean? Just dye your hair back to brown. Just put the blue dye away. You're done. If California, come on. This is ridiculous. But let me see if there's anything more in that clip here, because I had 2 clips and one was a little longer than the other. Let me see if he says anything different here.
Every state has a responsibility to comply with tax. Every state has and enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics. Every state has a responsibility to comply with Title IX, to have an obligation, a legal obligation, and we'll be enforcing aggressively, and we're going to be protecting our citizens. We're going to protect. So just to end this administration, I understand Maine.
Yeah, so basically the same thing. Sorry for the overlap there. I just wanted to make sure. But we'll see. I mean, Janet, is it? Janet here is going to be going for it the best they can, just in case. I'm not making any assumptions here. I wonder if she posted about this at all. Oh, is it? She's just posting about the weather. That's on the 15th. So she has nothing to say about this. She's getting ready to go to court against the president of the United States, and that's Donald Trump. I'm gonna give her a follow just to see if she has anything to say, because I don't think this is going to work out well. Federal funding, all federal funding, it doesn't matter if it's just sports, doesn't matter, across the board has been cut from Maine, as it should be. You know, the days, I shouldn't say these days are behind us, but it is crazy that there are people who think they can just undermine the president as much as they want. You know, while Biden was in office, there were people who, you know, Republicans who did not like what he was doing, would speak up against it, but they wouldn't actively try to break the law. You know, the only one you could put into question is Texas. Texas at one point decided, listen, you're not doing enough to stop the flow. We're going to do our own thing to stop the flow. And there was a bit of a stand down there. Yes. But for the most part, you weren't seeing these Republican governors just breaking the law left and right whenever they felt like it, you know? Can you imagine Republican governors just being like, we're throwing out all the illegals. We're throwing them out. I don't care what Biden says. We're throwing them all out. I got a plane. I'm deporting them. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And they didn't do that. It's just interesting that these people think they can continuously undermine. You know, you have one mayor saying that he's housing an illegal immigrant, and he wants to see what ICE will do to try and enter his house. Like he's literally playing chicken with ICE. Tom Homan. Like, it's not Homeland Security. It's just ridiculous. You know, you have mayor after mayor doing this. They're all getting threatened. You have AOC giving what is it, webinars to people on how she's telling them you can resist. If ICE comes, you can resist. Like, why are you telling? Do you know? So detached from reality. You know what happens when you resist police? When you resist police, when you resist Homeland Security agents, when you resist ICE, it all ends up possibly the same outcome. It could be deadly to do stuff like that. She's just instructing the people, oh, you have the right, it's fine. Because she knows she'll never be there. I don't know. I hate that attitude. All right, I'm getting off topic, though. But that's what happened with Maine. I love it. I love that Trump is like this. There's no, I guess we'll talk about it after. He's like, we're going to talk about it right now. You're getting no federal funding. We can go to court. You know something? We could go outside if you want to go outside. We'll see whose security's bigger. Do you have the National Guard? You send your National Guard. I'll send my army. We'll see who comes out on top. Oh, man. I'm kidding, of course. Never violence. But Trump is just, man, he's amazing. He's doing things very smooth this time around. JD Vance, he's more polished, but he's still going to get confrontational when you got to get confrontational. And I just love to see that on both sides. On both sides, honestly, I love this interaction. The fact that Trump's like, okay, well then I can just tell you what's gonna happen now. Like I'm not gonna act like nothing's gonna happen. I'm not just gonna keep talking as if you didn't say anything. I'm cutting your federal funding as of right now in front of everybody. And she's like, okay, then we'll go to court. And he's like, okay, all right. See what happens. I guarantee Trump wins that one. But anyways, guys, just wanted to bring you that really quick. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And to the person who called me out for not going live yet, thank you so much. I need that push. I'm not going to lie. I'm procrastinating. Okay? And I don't know why. I'm procrastinating. But with most things in life, when you step into them, they end up being very good. The things that you know you should do, when you actually start doing them, it ends up very good. So I am going to step into that. Okay? No more excuses. What day is it today? Friday. Monday. It's Friday right now. It's the 21st. Monday, we go live. Okay? On this channel. Okay? That'll be what? Saturday's the 22nd. Sunday's the 23rd. I'm not a math guy. Monday's the 24th. We go live on the 24th. I don't know when, but look out for it. It's coming. All right? I'm out.